Good evening. Welcome to this edition of Northeast Diary. Here, we bring you the latest developments from India's unexplored Northeast region. Friends, we have a wide variety of stories for our listeners today. It is widely accepted that the people of the Northeast are musically inclined. Today, we bring you stories which explore this concept. Singing and dancing comes naturally to the Nagas. Emotions, events, festivals all find expression in the different cultural dances, folk songs and indigenous games. One finds the heartbeat of the Nagas in the pulsating rhythms of its dances. A report.
In spite of the tremendous impact of modernity, Nagas continue to hold on to and vigorously practice their traditional dances and songs. And today, let's hear about its rich cultural heritage of one of the major tribes of Nagaland, Sumi tribe, demonstrating one of their war songs. This is Angukhe Ke war song. It is performed to encourage and motivate those who are going to a battlefield and to challenge their enemies. Do you know, in the Naga culture, the hat is considered as one of the highest trophy a warrior can obtain. This is Asanyo for Northeast Diary from AIR News, Kohima.
Meghalaya's own whistling village, Khong has bestowed a rare honor upon both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. They have composed tunes for them, a tradition that is generally reserved only for people born in the village. Giving us details about this unique happening is our correspondent from Shillong.
Khong Village, nestled in East Kashil district, renowned for its unique tradition, Jingrawai Yube, where each child gets their own very unique lullaby or tune within a week of birth, has honored both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma by composing tunes for them. Khong Sidiap Khongsit, who composed the tune for the Prime Minister and Meghalaya Chief Minister, described it as an expression of love and gratitude.
I composed this tune for the Prime Minister as a respect for him for providing the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana scheme for the people of the country. This scheme has helped and benefited 40 households of Khong Village. The village has received many schemes from Delhi. This tune comes from my heart to show love and respect for Prime Minister. I also hope that he will send more development for upliftment of Khong Village and 12 other villages around Khong like Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana scheme and other development projects. I'm happy that the Prime Minister has recognized the tune that I have made. I'm proud that the whole village of Khong knows about this.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked the resident of Khong for this kind gesture through a tweet recently. Rothal Khongsit, chairman of the Khong Village Development Committee, expressed his happiness that the Prime Minister had acknowledged this humble token of appreciation from a remote village. The same feeling were echoed by Chief Executive Member of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, Christoph Starwell Chain. This September, the village was nominated by the World Tourism Organization's Best Tourism Village Award, which recognizes villages taking innovative and transformative approaches to tourism in rural areas in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. With certain measures adopted by both central and state governments, Khong and its unique traditions are said to become key attractions in the country's tourism circuits and earn national and global acclaim. This is Rustam for Northeast Diary from AIR News, Shillong.
The Tripura Ban Adhikar mobile app and the National Generic Document Registration System were inaugurated by Union Rural Development Minister Giriraj Singh through virtual mode last Friday. We have more from our Agartala correspondent.
According to officials, the web portal National Generic Document Registration System will provide land registration services to the citizens, and the Tripura Van Adhikar app, a GPS-based integrated mobile app for Pata land survey, is for the protection of forest rights for scheduled tribes and traditional forest dwellers. The app has been initiated by the Directorate of Land Records Tripura in collaboration with the Northeastern Space Application Center and Tripura Space Application Center. And the major features of the app include instant interactive area measurement of Pata lands by operational staff, identifying actual ground points, creating a boundary of individual patas, checking facility to check quantum of Pata lands in kata, and finding the shortest path to reach patas. While inaugurating the new system, Union Rural Development Minister Mr. Giriraj Singh said that land registration and land rights are some of the key areas that need to be addressed at the earliest. And this is why, under the leadership of PM Modi, this scheme has been rolled out across the country. He also advised the Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Dev to explore innovative avenues for the development of horticultural crops in the forest lands. On launching of the new system, Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Dev said that the system will help in reducing the cost and the number of visits required for forest pata land demarcation and registration. Mr. Dev also said that the Janajati population in Tripura is 32%, but the Janajati pata holders were being deprived of receiving various facilities of the central government, including Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, as they could not solve various land-related disputes. Now, with the new system, the majority of land dispute problems will be solved, and indigenous communities of the state will get benefits of all land-related government schemes effectively. For Northeast Diary, this is Rina Nomaitem from Agartala.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called for a mega vaccination drive known as Har Ghar Dastak Mega Vaccination Drive during the month of November, aimed at reaching each and every house under the mega vaccination drive so as to protect all the citizens from the coronavirus. In this direction, the Health Department of Mizoram has embarked upon a mega vaccination drive across the state that has geared up with full swing to achieve 100% success. For more of the details, let's go to our correspondent from Aizawl.
The vaccination drive was initially started in all cities and towns and later expanded to all villages of the state. The impetus of the drive is presently heightened with the mega vaccination drive. As a result, the vaccination goes on in all localities and hamlets. Also, the medicos visit houses for administering vaccines to aged and physically challenged people. Volunteers of civil societies through the local level task force have been extending all-out assistance to the health workers. Talking to AIR News, Assistant State Immunization Officer Dr. Bilal Thanpluanga informed that approximately 12 lakh people have been vaccinated in the state, of which 91% got the first dose and 76% got the second dose of the vaccine.
Vaccination in Mizoram is organized in every villages or locality to ensure or enable every citizen to easily access this vaccine. COVID-19 vaccination center or session has been organized through the help of a local level task force, which has enabled COVID-19 vaccination in their locality by arranging for the venue or the place for vaccination, providing internet access, even by providing lunch and dinner to the vaccination team. We have few challenges which we encountered during this vaccination drive, especially in a few districts. We have poor road communication so that vaccination team cannot reach the village by road or by boat or any other means of communication. So the vaccination pace has been slowed down in many places.
The official further said that the State Health Department also has been working with the US-based non-profit organization JHPAGO to achieve 100% COVID vaccination in Mizoram. The drive has included door-to-door vaccination for inoculation of physically handicapped, sick and old-aged individuals and their caretakers. Officials said the preparation and head count for children below 18 years have also been done as the government is waiting the approval from the Union Health Ministry to start vaccination for children below 18 years of age. For Northeast Diary, this is Irene from Aizawl.
The most picturesque locations in Sikkim, Temi Tea Garden hosted the Temi Tea Autumn Festival 2021 in the last week of November. The festival themed Vocal for Local provided an economic boost to the people living in and around the tea garden who are engaged in organic farming, homestay operations, village walks, bird watching and more. More on this from our Sikkim correspondent.
Temi Tea Autumn Festival 2021 hosted amidst the tea garden slope lined by pink cherry blossom of Temi Tea Estate in South Sikkim showcased the variety of tea the garden produces. Local lifestyle, cuisine, music at the dance form, farm product, wines and handloom and handicraft produced by local self-help group, showcasing the region tourism potential. Adventure activities such as horse riding, helicopter joyride, jeep safaris, zip lining and camping were also organized around the venue. Previously known as the Cherry Festival, the 3-day event was aimed at promoting the Temi Tea Estate where Sikkim's organic tea leaves are grown, as well as encouraging local entrepreneurship and providing a platform to local artists. Managing Director of Temi Tea Estate, M. Ravikumar, speaks about the festival.
We recently conducted Temi Autumn Festival in the month of November 2021. The main purpose of organizing this festival is to promote Temi tea in the international market as well as to promote tea tourism in Sikkim. As the winter is a very lean period for tourism in Sikkim, it is a good initiative. It can bring tourists from India as well as from foreign countries. Autumn Carnival is one of the initiative to bring the tourists during the lean season. Therefore, we can support other businesses in the local area. Temi Tea Garden started in the year 1969 during Chokyal's time. Till now, it is very successful. Temi Tea is very successful in the international market for its flavor as well as for unique taste. Temi Tea Garden is very important for us because it is one of the signature garden as well as heritage garden for Sikkim, as more than 250 families are dependent on Temi Tea Estate for their livelihood as well as for employment. We have more than 500 people working in Temi Tea Garden in various levels, from workers to staff and officials. In the local public also, they are mostly dependent on Temi Tea Garden. A lot of homestays are operated, tours and travels are functioning based on the tea tourism, as well as a lot of hotels come up completely relying on tea tourism, multiple grocery stores.
Highlighting the objectives of the event, Sikkim Chief Minister P.S. Tamang stressed that the festival need to be popularized to promote Temi tea and would play a significant role in engaging local business. He also lauded various products from Temi tea such as silver tea, black and green deep tea bags, and introduced Tapika chips produced by a local self-help group. The state government is also promoting the tea garden as a film shooting destination. With Saikat Sarkar, this is Diliram Dulal from Northeast Diary from AIR News Sikkim.
We all know that for centuries, dogs have been labelled as man's best friend, offering companionship and loyalty to their human counterparts. In Manipur, the Tangkhul community, mostly inhabited in Ukhrul district, have special relationship with a kind of dog breed which is named Tangkhul Safa. However, the pure breed of this dog has decreased due to many reasons. For conservation of this dog breed, more from our Imphal correspondent J.J. Thokchom.
The Tangkhul Safa or Tangkhul dog is a hunting dog found in Ukhrul district of Manipur, and it is a very rare dog breed which can live in extreme cold temperature areas. The companionship between Tangkhul community and Tangkhul Safa from time immemorial is known through folklore, and the dog is a part of Tangkhul culture. However, the pure breed of Tangkhul Safa has decreased drastically due to the mix and cross breed, and it is found only in the interior parts of Ukhrul district these days. In order to maintain and grow pure bloodlines Tangkhul Safa breed, Tainem Village Authority of Ukhrul district declared 4 rich hillock at Tainem Village as forbidden land recently. The objective of declaring the forbidden land is to safeguard and protect the indigenous Tangkhul Safa and ensure the continuity of the species. Speaking to Northeast Diary about the project, Mr. Oems, who is the founder of Oems Safak Conservation and Research Center, an NGO involved in the project, said that
Safu is considered as a companion of the Tangkhuls. There is one song known as Niurula, which is translated as Songs of Origin. In this song, the singer of the song says that when the Tangkhuls first came from the Burma, they came along with the Safu. Safu has a very important cultural relationship with the Tangkhuls. For a Tangkhul warrior, his armor or his weapon is incomplete without a Safu. For a hunter, he is a partner. And for a senior citizen, he is a kite talk. And for the children, they are a play talk. Starting from his physical structure, it is totally different from other breeds. Comparing with other dog breeds, this Safu has a very short leg. It has a extra tuberous. Some Safu will be having black marking in the tongue. Because of import of exotic dog breeds and lack of medical facilities, the population has gone down and the mixed variety has been increasing a lot. The next generation might not be able to see this fantastic dog breed. So my arrangement is that in this recently declared forbidden area, I have collected all the Safu breed from different villages of Tangkhul. So I'm going to take all that and I'm going to do a selective breeding so as to increase the population. And after breeding, I'm not going to sell it commercially. I'm going to distribute that all the pure breed to different villages so as to increase the population of the pure breed. That is my main aim.
the forbidden land is around 14 kilometers away from Ukhrul town and the project has started. This is JJ Thoksong from Imphal for Northeast Diary AIR News.
Today in the interview section we have Anshu Jamsimpa, who is an Arunachali mountaineer and the first woman in the world to scale the summit of Mount Everest twice in a season. She is also the fastest double summiter to do so within 5 days. She was awarded India's fourth highest civilian award, the Padma Shri, in 2021. Anshu shares her experience with us on the challenges and hardships she had to face while summiting the Mount Everest.
स्वागत करते हैं अंशु जी आपको हमारा इस नॉर्थ ईस्ट डायरी प्रोग्राम में। अंशु जी नमस्ते।
नमस्कार।
अंशु जी आपने जो मसाल कायम किया है अरुणाचल प्रदेश से इस इंटीरियर जगह से जाके 5 बार आपने माउंट एवरेस्ट का समिट किया है, ये सफर कैसा रहा हम शुरुआत से जानना चाहेंगे।
जिस समय पे मैंने शुरुआत किया था उस टाइम पे लोगों को माउंटेनियरिंग के बारे में इतना जानकारी नहीं थे जितना अभी है, तो वो जानकारी नहीं होने के कारण सबसे पहले तो मुझे डिस्करेजमेंट, नेगेटिविटी, ये सब बहुत कुछ सहना पड़ा। लोग सवाल करते थे कि आप क्यों कर रहे हैं, इस चीज को करने का क्या फायदा है, तो ये सारी चीजें उनको समझाने में बहुत दिक्कत होती थी। पर मैं बहुत क्लियर थी कि मुझे क्या करना है, कहाँ तक पहुँचना है, इससे क्या फायदा होगा। तो इस वजह से जब भी अगर मैं डिस्करेज हो भी जाती थी तो मैं फिर अपने आप को सेल्फ मोटिवेट करती थी, तो उस सेल्फ मोटिवेट करके मैं आगे बढ़ती रही। फिर दूसरा फाइनेंशियल चैलेंज थी, क्योंकि माउंटेनियरिंग बहुत ही एक्सपेंसिव स्पोर्ट्स है, तो इसमें बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट चाहिए था आपको एवरेस्ट को क्लाइम करने के लिए। तो उसके लिए फिर मुझे जॉइंट नोट बनाकर हमारे जितने भी एमएलए हैं उनका सिग्नेचर लेके डोर टू डोर जाना, उनको अप्रोच करना। फिर मेरे जो वेल विशर्स फ्रेंड्स थे उनका भी मुझे हेल्प लेना पड़ा, बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज था। एंड फाइनली 2011 में मैं एवरेस्ट के लिए जा पाई। और जब मैं जा रही थी तब भी लोगों का ये था कि ये एक महिला है और 2 बच्चों की माँ है तो शायद ये नहीं क्लाइम कर पाएंगे, मतलब किसी को भी मेरे ऊपर भरोसा नहीं था। पर 2011 में मैंने 10 दिन के अंदर 2 बार क्लाइम किया, तो वो एक रिकॉर्ड बना। ऐसे करके फिर लोगों को भरोसा हुआ कि मैं कर सकती थी। फिर जो लोग नेगेटिव बोलते थे वही लोग आगे बढ़ के उन्होंने मुझे कांग्रेचुलेट किया।
अंशु जी आपने जब तय कर लिया कि हम माउंट एवरेस्ट में जाएंगे, उस टाइम में आप 2 बच्चे की माँ थी, उस टाइम में आपका उम्र कितना था?
29 में मैंने शुरुआत किया था, 32 में मेरा एवरेस्ट सबमिट हुआ था।
तो आपके मन में एक ख्याल कैसे आया कि हम एवरेस्ट जाएंगे? उससे पहले आपने कौन सा स्पोर्ट्स से जुड़ा हुआ था और आपने आपको कैसे कन्विंस किया कि हम ये कर सकते हैं?
ऐसे एक्चुअली मैं काफी एक्टिव थी शादी के बाद भी। मेरे हस्बैंड के जो बिजनेस है उनको मैं संभाल रही थी, बच्चों को देखभाल करना, तो सारा रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जो था वो मेरे कंधे पे ही था। मेरे हस्बैंड जो है टूरिज्म प्रमोशन को लेके वो ट्रैवल करते रहते थे मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम। जो भी सिचुएशन था, प्रॉब्लम्स थे, उसको हैंडल करती थी। साइड बाय साइड में सोशल काम में भी काफी एक्टिव थे, तो वहाँ पे मैं कुछ ना कुछ इवेंट वगैरह ऑर्गेनाइज करते थे यूथ को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए। एक सोशल माइंडेड आप कह सकते हो। पीछे मुड़ के देखते हो तो ये कहाँ से ऐसा सोच आता था, तो शायद मैं अपने मदर से काफी इन्फ्लुएंस थी। मेरी मम्मी भी काफी ये थी लोगों को हेल्प करना, इस तरह का उनका मतलब नेचर था, तो शायद ये मेरे अंदर भी थे। और प्लस एडवेंचर तो मुझे लगता है कि मेरे ब्लड में ही था बचपन से ही, क्योंकि कुछ भी अगर एडवेंचर की बात करूँ तो मैं काफी एक्साइटेड हो जाती थी। तो ये था कि लाइफ जो है वो बहुत प्रेशियस है, कुछ करना चाहिए, आपको समाज के लिए भी कुछ करना चाहिए। तो ये सारी जो सोच जो था, इसी सोच की वजह से ही तो मैं हमेशा हर चीज में आगे बढ़ चढ़ कर पार्टिसिपेट करती रही थी। तो ऐसे ही एक प्रोग्राम में फिर मुझे माउंटेनियरिंग के बारे में पता चला, और फाइनली जब माउंटेनियरिंग के बारे में पता चला तो मुझे लगा कि यही मेरी कॉलिंग है। तो इसी के थ्रू मैं जो करना चाहती हूँ सब कुछ कर सकती हूँ, मुझे ऐसा महसूस हुआ। तो यही चीज था जो मुझे मोटिवेट करते रहते थे हमेशा। और ऐसा बहुत सारे बुरा वक्त भी आया, मुझे लगा कि डेड एंड, मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगी, इतना अपने आप को पुश नहीं कर पाऊंगी, मॉरली हो या फिजिकली हो, इमोशनली हो। बट फिर हमेशा ये सोचती रहती थी कि नहीं, एक अच्छे काम को लेके मैंने शुरुआत किया है तो भगवान है, वो देख रहा है, भगवान के पर से। प्लस दूसरी चीज ये थी कि क्लियरिटी, जैसे मैंने बोला कि मुझे पता था कि क्या करना है, मुझे कहाँ तक मैं पहुंचना चाहती हूँ। तो वो क्लियरिटी होने की वजह से ही मैं कर पाई हूँ आज तक मैंने जो कुछ भी किया है।
पहली बार जब एवरेस्ट में आप सबमिट किया, पहुंचने के बाद आपका मन में क्या ख्याल आया था?
उस टाइम पे मौसम बहुत ही खराब थे। फिर हम लोगों को बोला गया था कि 90% लोग जो है वो वापस चले गए हैं, और आप लोग भी वापस चलिए, क्योंकि आगे जाना मतलब है, बचने का कोई चांसेस नहीं। अगर बच भी गए तो आप लोगों का हाथ पैर सही सलामत आप लोग नहीं रहेंगे। तो ऐसा कंडीशन में थे हम लोग। लेकिन मैं इतना डिटरमाइन था, और सब लोग मुझे पूछते कि आप किस तरह से मतलब डिटरमाइन रहते हो ऐसे सिचुएशन में। तो फिर मैं भी बोलती हूँ कि लाइफ में वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए मुझे इतना संघर्ष करना पड़ा। उसके बाद फिर वो संघर्ष मुझे कुछ नहीं लगा उस मोमेंट पे, कि इतना संघर्ष के बाद मैं यहाँ पहुंची तो आगे और थोड़ा संघर्ष करना, ये कुछ समय की बात है, ये तो कुछ नहीं है, ऐसा मुझे महसूस हुआ उस टाइम पे। तो फिर मैंने बोला कि नहीं, मुझे तो जाना है, मुझे सबमिट करना है करके फिर हम लोग आगे बढ़े। मैं सबसे पहले थी, फिर मेरे पीछे मेरे शेफा थे। तो उसके बाद पाकिस्तानी एक थे, उनका पहला रिकॉर्ड हुआ कि वो पहले पाकिस्तानी बने। तो उन्होंने जब देखा कि एक महिला होकर ये आगे बढ़ रही है तो मैं क्यों नहीं, तो वो भी हमारे पीछे है। बट उनका शेरपा जो झिझक रहे थे वो काफी देर नीचे बैठा रहा, वो नहीं आया। ऐसे करके फिर धीरे धीरे करके कुछ लोग हमारे साथ में आए, जुड़े, ऐसे करके हम लोग समिट में पहुंचे। और जब समिट में पहुंचे तो हमारा तो विजिबिलिटी बहुत कम थे, तो वहाँ पे जो हमारा ट्रेडिशनल फ्लैग थे वो लगा हुआ था। तो मुझे बोला गया, मेरे शेरपा ने बोला कि यही है समिट पर, हम लोग पहुंच गए। तो उस वक्त तो पूरा मेरा गुड बम सा मुझे आया। फिर एक स्पिरिचुअल फीलिंग वो हमेशा रहते हैं, हर किसी भी पिक में मैं जाऊँ तो हमेशा रहता है कि भगवान का आशीर्वाद है, भगवान के घर पहुंच गया, ये फीलिंग हमेशा रहा। बट फिर ऐसा था कि हम लोगों को जल्दी जल्दी सेम रूट से सेफली वापस आना, उसमें फिर आपका करीब 12-15 घंटा लग जाते हैं लोगों को उतरने में। तो फिर मुझे था कि नहीं, हम लोगों को सेफली वापस आना है। उस टाइम पे हम लोगों को खाने का पीने का ऐसा कुछ भी मतलब ध्यान नहीं रहा, बस सेफली वहाँ पे जाना है। प्रूफ के लिए फोटो वगैरह खींचना पड़ता है, तो वो फोटो खींचा। लकीली 5 कैमरा में से एक ही कैमरा काम किया, और वो कैमरा भी बंद हो गया कुछ फोटो हम लोग लेने के बाद में। इसे करके फिर हम लोग नीचे उतर के आए।
वो एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए कि साइलेंट होगा, कोई आवाज नहीं आ रहा है, हवा तेज है, तो रात भर आप लोग सफर करते थे, वो क्लाइंबिंग करते थे, वो कैसा एक्सपीरियंस है, उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए।
इसमें ऐसे होता है जैसे अभी किसी का स्पीच स्लो होता है, किसी का फिजिकल कंडीशन अलग होता है, तो उसी हिसाब से हम लोग साउथ पोल पहुंचने के बाद डिसाइड करते हैं कि कितने बजे शुरू करने से हम लोग समिट में पहुंचेंगे। क्योंकि हमारा ये कि 12 बजे से पहले हम सबमिट करके वापस आए। तो उसमें ऑलवेज मतलब ये होता है कि 12 बजे के बाद जो है मौसम खराब हो जाते हैं, और बोलते हैं कि सबमिट नहीं करना चाहिए क्योंकि वो रिस्क फैक्टर बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाते हैं। उसी हिसाब से जैसे आप बहुत स्लो है तो आप 6 बजे स्टार्ट करेंगे, 5 बजे करेंगे, वो इंडिविजुअल के हिसाब से देख के। तो नॉर्मली 7, 7:30, 8 बजे इस तरह का। तो पूरे रात हम लोगों को चलना, करीब 16-18 घंटा तो मिनिमम मतलब चलना पड़ता है, रात भर क्लाइंबिंग करना पड़ता है। हवा चल रहा होता है, तेज हवा होता है। साउथ पोल में तो हवा तो रहते हैं, अभी तक 5 बार जब मैं गया तो हवा तो रहता है। एक ही बार था 2011 में जब मैं सेकंड अटेम्प्ट के लिए गई थी, सेकंड टाइम, उस वक्त हवा नहीं था, मौसम बहुत अच्छा था। और जब मौसम अच्छा रहता है तो फिर आपका क्लाइंबिंग एक्सपीरियंस भी टोटली डिफरेंट हो जाता है। इट मेक्स अ वास्ट डिफरेंस, आपको बहुत क्लाइंब को जो बहुत ईजी कर देते हैं। तो मेरा तो 5 बार में 4 अटेम्प्ट तो बहुत ही एक्सट्रीम कंडीशन में मैंने नहीं किया।
अंशु जी, हम आपको बहुत बधाई देते हैं, और हमें खुशी है कि अरुणाचल प्रदेश से आपने एक इंटरनेशनल रिकॉर्ड होल्डर है जो माउंट एवरेस्ट में 5 बार सबमिट किया है अभी तक, और नोट ईस्ट डायरी में आपने हमसे बातचीत किया। आपको बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ।
For Not East Diary with Mukul Pathak, this is Rakesh Dole, Air News, Itanagar.
And now, let us endeavour to know more about the special places that are nestled in the cozy corners of India's northeast. Today we are heading off to Lunglei, which is a beautiful place in Mizoram, rich with culture, diversity and history.
Today we will talk about the beautiful town of Mizoram, Lunglei. As the whole state of Mizoram has hilly topography with serene beauty and lush greens, Lunglei is no exception. The city presents undulating hills, dense forest and gorgeous and pleasant climate. Also, its colorful tribal traditions, coupled with romantic ruins, ancient relics, memorials and monuments, make Lunglei a serene relief from the bustle of the city. Lunglei is the second largest town in Mizoram after the capital city Aizawl. Situated in the south central part of the state, Lunglei is 165 kilometers away from Aizawl. This small town has a population of about 60,000. This is the district headquarters of Lunglei district. The district is bounded by two neighboring countries. India, Bangladesh is in the west side of Lunglei and Myanmar in the eastern side, and other sides are bounded by different districts of the state like Aizawl, Mamit, Longthlai, Siaha and Champhai districts. Lunglei is a city with a small population, but it has a higher literacy rate of over 85%. The meaning of Lunglei bears an interesting identity in itself. The name, which means bridge of rock, simply indicates that the place is situated near the river, and of course it's a place of rocky hills. In fact, in Lunglei, a bridge-like rock is found in the riverine area around a small tributary of Thlong of Dhaleshwari River. The Thlong River is the longest river of Mizoram, and it originates from Lunglei and falls in the Barak River of Kachar in Assam. Lunglei is an ideal base for nature lovers for exploring the surrounding areas, which present a serene landscape, variety of flora and fauna, and beautiful hamlets set on the lap of the hills. It is a perfect place to relax and rejuvenate mind and soul, preferably for those people who want to escape from the bustling crowd. The most important place of the town is the Saikoti Hall. It is a huge multi-storied building which has multiple museums, stores, auditoriums, restaurants, a library and a conference hall. Mizoram's heritage items are preserved here. The local artists are found here while working on their art, demonstrating their skills and exhibiting their works. People skilled with basketry display their articles made out of bamboo and canes. Most of the concerts and celebrations are held here. The town has housed the first ever church built in Mizoram. The only Buddhist relic of engraved image of Buddha found in Mizoram is also seated in Lunglei at a place 50 kilometers away from the town. The history of this Buddha is still covered in obscurity. The home of Christianity in Mizoram is Serkon Village. This is also a place where the Lunglei administrative block is set up. The place was first chosen by the British missionaries in the late 19th century. Serkon is regarded as the home of Christianity and formal education in southern Mizoram. According to the locals, Serkon was the principal center of learning and music of the state during the 20th century. Serkon is also famous for two pioneering Christian missionaries who had significant contributions to the education and modernity of Mizo people. The place is also famous for having the oldest buildings in Mizoram. These buildings or bungalows were constructed in 1903 for two pioneer missionaries, namely Reverend J.H. Lorraine and Reverend F.W. Savage. Those two missionaries from the Welsh region of the United Kingdom first arrived in Mizoram in 1894 and established a Presbyterian church mission in Aizawl. Those missionaries, after learning the Mizo dialect, played their roles in formulation of the Mizo alphabet in the Roman script, compilation of the Mizo English dictionary, and translation of the Bible and hymns. Lunglei's Tlabung village is also an important historical place. A British administrator, Captain T.H. Lewin, who was then the Deputy Commissioner of Chittagong Hill Tract of the present Bangladesh, had adventured to Tlabung in 1865. He had signed a pact with the then Mizo chiefs, and within a few days he shifted his administrative headquarters to Tlabung. He is remembered as the first white friend of the Mizos. Tlabung is also famous because it has a vast boundary with neighboring country Bangladesh. The river Tlang also flows down through this village, crisscrossing hills, forests and thousands of nests of birds on two sides. Fishing in Thlong River, sitting at the vortex of nature's lap while listening to the chirping of the birds is an amazing experience to the visitors. Out of the many important places in Lunglei and surrounding areas, one of the top destinations is Khong Wildlife Sanctuary, situated in the mountain near Pangzol along Aizawl-Lunglei Road. The Saja Wildlife Sanctuary is another famous attraction. Apart from finding different wild animals, this is also known as the bird watcher's paradise. It is a favorite place of wildlife photographers. Rualalung village in Lunglei also attracts visitors. The main attraction is Lungding, which literally means a stone that stands upright. It's a fascinating natural landmark composed of rock and hard soil. About 60 feet in height, it measures 120 feet in width at the base and tapers to the small flat top of about 20 square feet. For Northeast Diary, this is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with Subhashis Chanda and Irene from AIR News Aizawl.
With that, we have come to the end of this edition of Northeast Diary. Do join us next week to hear more stories from this enchanting part of India. Bye-bye.